In this video, Donnel Rawlings and Corey Hollcomb in an epic roast battle.
See, you ain't ready to talk to me for real. I know your problems. Do you know who I know in New York who hang with you? I know how you move.
I'm not going to let you tell me who I am.
You an opener. You don't close out tours and stuff like that.
Guess what? I don't open for anybody.
What? You a swimming pool opener, dog.
Let me say.
And you didn't even make it after that. You still out here scraping. You and Les should have a battle. That's more of an even battle. If y'all went on stage, you might beat her, but not by that much.
Funny off the misery and the trauma of nobody wants to hear that you talking about. Please tell me what does Donnel Rawlings have to be jealous of Corey Hollcomb for?
Yo, listen.
Who's that? That dude he finally answered?
It's me and Gil here.
Bring the aggression down.
What you mean bring the aggression down? Don't talk. Look who right here.
Bring the aggression down, son.
You peanut head.
Yo, oh, nah, ain't no the phone up. Tell him the truth, son. Tell him the motherfucking truth. Y'all ain't gonna get no peace treaty on this shit. It's too far gone.
No, y'all got to get piece it up, man.
He don't want that, son.
What you mean I don't want that? I saw you walk. Hey, hold on. I saw you walk in the mall and you had your son with you, and I said hello.
I think I said hello, but I wasn't gonna take a chance. Your bitch hit me on that in front of my son, so
I ain't never that type of dude. I ain't that type of dude.
I know physical is physical. You got physical trauma, mental trauma, and mental abuse, son. And you're very abusive, son. And you're abusive to the ones that love you. And I had a conversation with you that day when we was at the Improv, when you said you think I'm jealous of you. I didn't understand where that came from. But I said our personalities are similar where we don't fuck with each other. And I did apologize for yelling out. I did that. I said that. I did all the efforts. And we also had discussed the possibility of me coming on your podcast. And then it wouldn't stop. I did Ryan Cameron's show. And he had asked me about it. You came in behind me. Nothing bad to say, whatever. And then on that one, I wasn't thinking no violence. You said I'll kick his ass and all that time. And it wasn't never none of that.
I would, but I'm saying I ain't that type of guy.
I know, and I would fight back. But I don't understand what was the place when I was respectful to the situation. I told Ryan Cam, and he even played the video of me being neutral about it. And explaining what my part of it was, and you still winning with that.
Hey man, you can't be respectful when you want to be respectful, and then be this who talking crazy to me while I'm on stage. Come on, man.
I understand that part, but you know that's an unwritten comedy. It's an unwritten rule that you don't yell out at the comedians.
No. How about this? When men disrespect each other, they fight or kill each other. That's why we don't disrespect each other, especially like that.
But I don't get grimy though, Corey.
But no, you can't disrespect people. And then you was lying. You was lying about it too, dog.
Explain. This is a good time to talk about it. Explain what I lied about. And now, if you think it's fair to bring my family with this and be critical, this is my problem. I don't give a fuck. We can beef. We can not with each other. But to bring my family into it, like that's the grimy part.
Hey, when it get grimy, it get grimy. When it get grimy, it get grimy. That's why I don't really like disrespecting people. Because everything go when it go there. Everything go.
Well, if your character is people have a relationship, if your character is kids are not off limit, then you got bigger problems than me talking about this right now.
Ain't nothing off limit when you talking crazy to me and you know we don't play like that. Ain't nothing off limit.
Okay, let me explain this. The crazy part, and this is my issue, and this is my issue with the whole thing about the whole thing. Everybody like, he hold his man down and everything. And I said this on every platform. The mother D-Ray Monday night, it ain't to blow up. It's for to work out. It's a room of 150 people. And you got Dave Chappelle and y'all be like, he on this, and he did all this for his career. You got a that can, and I was like, I said on platforms, if you want to be critical of him, you're going to be critical of him in the room. The phones ain't locked up.
Took over the interview.
The phones ain't locked up. Up here just talking like people know. If you want to judge it like that, then go to an arena and judge it when I'm doing 25,000 people and everybody going crazy.
Okay, so look, let me ask you a question. Why you think Dave Chappelle ain't never said nothing about me, Slick, after I said he don't be ripping the mic?
The reason why, because you want the honest truth? You want the for real honest truth?
Why you asking me
You ain't on
questions?
this level. You not on this. What does Jay-Z say?
So let's keep it there. Let's right. Why you said something though?
What he say? If I shoot you, I'm famous. Gillie, you a rapper. Picture that.
He's not no rapper. He ain't make it.
All right.
Right.
But the thing
Don't
is,
say all right, man.
I'm just saying.
who does that? Him, Dave coming back. Who does that benefit? It doesn't benefit him. Me,
Right, so why you say something?
What'd you say?
Let me say it slow. Why did you say something?
Because me and Dave don't got the same moral compass. I'm grimier than him. Dave is not grimy. Dave is looking at it like this. Why they need to entertain Corey and his dumb when I make $2 million in the arena? Donnell, he ain't even suggested to me, but I take offense to it. I don't know what you know. I don't know if you understand what having a real friend is, Corey. I don't know if you understand what loyalty
Have you
is.
realized you're just talking about people the whole time you on the thing? It's like, it's almost like a brawl. You. I'm talking to you. Look, let me tell you something, man. You don't have the courage to be honest with me right now. Is it dope in your system right now?
Listen, I have the courage to answer, and I have the courage to answer everything honestly and to 100% of my knowledge. And why don't I have the courage?
Is it dope in your system right now?
No, it's not no dope in my system.
Oh man.
And you know what? And that's a nice way to divert and like do, try to flip the script. What question did you have? You asked me that I haven't answered honestly.
You just said it ain't no dope in your system. So what could I say? I ain't with you. Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man?
Whoa.
You know what?
I'm asking you.
You know what? The thing is, Corey,
brother.
you're doing great for yourself.
You can't dodge this question because y'all guys don't never answer this question.
What question?
Okay, I'll say it again. Have you ever been penetrated or penetrated a man in any way?
Whoa, Corey.
You know what? That's a
Blah, blah, blah. I never lie.
question that only your fan base will be entertained.
Trying to dodge. See, you ain't ready to talk to me for real. I know your problems.
No, sir. Have you?
Have you? He asked you the question.
No,
Corey.
sir, not at all. No, sir.
You're the one
You saw how I answered it right away? You had to build up the courage to lie.
I had to hear what the fuck you said, and that's
Get
a
the
ludicrous
fuck.
question.
You heard all the other I said.
Fellas,
Hey, dude, but look. Hey, man, look, I ain't mad at you, man, but I'm telling you, it's dangerous when you see people, if you start disrespecting them, man. I'm a comedian. I ain't no gangster, but I'm saying, like, in life, if you disrespect men, it can go real bad real fast. Because everybody
And guess what, Corey? You ain't the only person with that logic, and guess who else get it? You said the right word. You're not talking to no son. You act like you talking to a that ain't been through, that don't got relationships. I don't know what this notion of you talking this, and you said something. He wouldn't have been able to.
But you already lied to me. Do you know who I know in New York who hang with you? I know how you move. And you lied and say you don't move like that. You probably dope sick right now. I ain't mad at you for that, but I'm saying if you ain't got the courage to say who you are, you probably not gonna get along with me.
You know what? I'm not gonna let you tell me who I am. And you have your audience, and they love the shit that you talk about. And it don't matter what you say. You're in a controlled environment when you do the podcast. They're going to say whatever. You're in an environment with those people. Everybody don't think like you. You got your percentage of people that think like you, that rival all that. But I'm not the only person that don't think half the that you say is shit. And when I said on the yell, you are a provocateur. You are.
That's your word. That's probably the biggest word you know. Because you say it too much. You said that about a lot of people.
I said when it applies
That's your
to those
big
people,
word, G.
it applies to people. And what you do, and you know how to stand it, you know how to move the needle. You know what you say is what I'm gonna do. Half this shit I'm not here. Did you say? I'm like, for what?
I'm gonna start spending money on followers like you.
The industry.
And we gonna find out all this stuff I asked you. Remember you said you don't do it. Remember you said you don't do it. I'm gonna hire somebody to follow you. I off money on stupid.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Man, we try to put a head in.
No, this ain't the Breakfast Club where it's him and Les sitting there talking without me being there. This me here, and I'm not being aggressive. I'm just asking you questions. I ain't mad at you.
Well, why you asking me if he gave something, if he got something?
They had nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing.
Hey man, it was a picture of him sitting between the nigga legs at the pool.
That's a good joke.
It's a joke?
We already talked about
Am I lying on you?
What? I already explained. Listen, man.
I already explained.
I explained.
Stop it, dog.
I explained that situation.
That photo is forever indefensible, Mr. Rawlings.
I explained the situation. I explained that trip and everything. But, you know, if that's the fucking narrative you want to do, I don't give a fuck. And I didn't even care about talking to you now. It don't, like you say, it don't mean nothing to you. It's a lot of things I want to react to. I don't do it. I say, I let that nigga do his thing, do his thing, I do my thing. That's it. And like you say, nothing is off limits. I do consider certain things off limits. And if you want to sit up here and tell everybody, but you don't care about what nobody think about you, that's where your honesty comes from. But if you...
Well, I didn't say... Did I say I don't care what nobody think about me? I don't know. It matters, but I'm saying, like, with you, it's always been envy. Because I'm the guy that I ain't with Dave Chappelle traveling, nor would... You with Dave Chappelle because you great to open. You an opener. You don't close out tours and stuff like that. They be like, yeah, put him on. Let him go up there and say something in the beginning.
Let me say, all right, I'm going to let you talk. I'm not going to yell.
Yeah, okay then. You like the little preacher that just started out. They let him go up there and say something for the main preacher go up there who going home with the money.
I'm going to be smart to raise my hand. Guess what? I don't open for anybody.
What?
You ever see me? Listen to what I'm saying.
Did you just say you don't open for anybody?
The thing about Donnel is he tends to leave himself exposed for attacks like this because of the reaction he has when it happens. He always seems bothered, and people like Corey Hollcomb will take advantage of that weakness every time.
Do you want to listen to what I'm saying? I say I don't open for anybody. I ain't going to open for you. I ain't going to open for nobody on that. Do I open for Dave Chappelle? Yes.
You just said you don't open for nobody. What's wrong with you?
Man, you listen. You know what? You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I just heard him say it. Anyway, I ain't mad at you, dude.
Let me ask this question. I don't open for just anybody. I missed the word.
Oh, okay. You fixed it. I'll give you that.
I missed the word. And I headline. I do my own thing. I don't do these. I ain't doing all these packages, shows. I don't do them. I do them sometimes, but I do nice for myself. I do my and my for everybody. But I'm saying...
You say, what is for everybody?
My comedy and my show.
Ain't none of us for everybody. I done had nights where I piss off people, but I could stand on it because it worked for me. You can't say you for everybody. What happened at the Comedy Store?
What'd you say?
Yeah, at the Comedy Store. It was all over the internet. It was a bad night, right?
Guess what? The Comedy Store, I embodied your personality.
It's crazy.
Why don't y'all just have a battle? Why don't y'all just have a battle, man? A standoff, a slam battle. Or something? Did they do that?
I've suggested that.
Oh, you called him out? She was bitching. You was bitching, Corey. He called you out, man.
If I thought he was a strong comic, I would go for it. But
Fuck
right now,
$1 million for game comedy battle.
Comedy wars.
Let's go.
For some reason,
We got the money.
For some reason, Mr. Holcomb don't understand, it don't even matter what I do on stage. You can put the narrative out there, me and everything. Not one that has ever come to my show call it that. So if it's a battle, if it's a whatever it is, I ain't scared of that.
So let me ask you a question.
I know you ain't scared of shit. You sit between the nigga legs at a swimming pool.
Yo, come on, man.
That's what they did.
Yo, come on, man, with that.
Come on with that.
Sit between the nigga legs at the pool.
Come on, man. You talk about the battle, man.
We talking about
the battle.
That nigga open for you.
Yo, come on, man. Yo, this is bitch.
I'm still keeping a joke.
No, but listen.
He over there stressing out.
Yo,
When y'all gonna have a battle,
You
man?
gonna have a heart attack, man. You got that dope in your system.
Hey, Don, you gotta have a battle with this boy.
He can't battle me, man. It's like, I ain't saying this to be disrespectful. He's not that strong a comic. If he was, I'd be like, oh, that might be something to
First
make
of all,
some
you ain't
money.
gonna tell Dave got the opening up. He ain't that strong a comic.
You
dog.
tripping?
That's why Dave is not gonna have no monsters open up for him.
You tripping? He's a monster. He's a monster.
You say Donnel a monster?
Yeah, he's a monster.
His comedy is an opinion, though. I get it. Yeah. So I ain't arguing that, but not to my crowd.
If they closed abortion clinics down, if just got themselves together and had some morals and some respect to themselves, you wouldn't have a show.
Yep.
Hey, but that's a big if.
You are funny off the misery and the trauma of outside of that, nobody wants to hear that you talking about.
I agree 100%.
If it wasn't with daddy issues, you wouldn't have a show, nigga.
I agree. And if it weren't for them uppers you had to take to be up, before he answered the phone, you
I think it's crazy.
goof ass off.
Crazy. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all need to really get together, man, and do something, man.
No,
together.
it ain't nothing, because he'll get disrespectful, man.
I try,
know
man.
how
I
he
think,
get, man.
I think we can work together.
I'll say this. You know, this is, and you, like your character, you said it. Even bars to gangsters, no women and children. I ain't gonna go with this. When you say nothing is off limit, and you say a motherfucker, the person that he had a kid with, and even that kid, if that's not off limits to you, nigga,
What did I say about your kid? I ain't that type of nigga now.
First, you put some. It don't even matter. I ain't going for that.
Right, you ran out of shit again. You don't know what you do.
said-
You remind me of a brawl. You just say something, and then when somebody says, "What did he say?" You be like, "I don't know. He said something though."
Yo,
You know what you remind me of? You remind me of a bitch.
BB.
You a big bitch.
He remind you of a BB.
No, he said a triple B, a big bitter.
A big bit of
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all got to stop this.
You was popping in the club. You like an old strip. You was popping.
Yo, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And every once in a while, a motherfucker throw you something. But your game
Yo.
is like it used. And what you keep doing is reliving your past. When are you going to be somebody
Let
else?
him get it up. All right, man. So next time you see Dave, man, tell him I ain't mean no harm. I just was saying what I
got
saw.
something, guess what?
And then
It
you
was
go on
like
stage
that.
before the real
Guess
people
what?
do.
I would not even give you the pleasure of mentioning your name to him, son. For what?
Well, he mentioned my name. He said I was one of the top comics in the game. We got it on video when him and Chris Rock was at the homie show. So my name get mentioned anyway. Your name get mentioned when it's talking about opening
I do believe that.
at
Corey,
pools
guess what?
and on
Guess
stage.
what? Corey, guess what?
You a
lot
swimming
of
pool
you-
opener, dog.
Let me say. that's a
And
lot
you
of
didn't even make it after that. You still out
A
here
lot of people, let me tell you
scraping.
something, Corey. A lot of your peers.
Hey man, if I done went to the pool party, I'll be rich, dog. That's all I'm saying, man. You got to get some paper for that, man. Your ass was out there, dog.
Hold on, man.
What? I'm just saying.
Hold
Hey,
up,
man,
man.
listen.
Hold on, man.
You will never get your ass back. But sometimes people just let you open.
Y'all
Guess
crazy.
who laughed him? Guess who laughed
Y'all
at him
crazy,
right there?
man. Y'all
What
crazy.
is this real shit? I'm talking about facts. You talking hypothetically.
Y'all just need to do a battle,
Come
man.
on, man. Don't be putting no out there.
He
man.
put his ass out there when he sat between the nigga legs when he was
No, I
through.
ain't gonna co-sign that. Listen,
gonna
Was
tell me
that
you gotta
before or
get his ass.
after?
listen.
You
Y'all
look
need to do a
relaxed
battle.
either
Y'all
way.
just need to battle it out.
Can we
and
just
let the fans.
Can we pay for this?
I say this. You said this, Corey. You said this. You said Dave Chappelle said you was one of the top 5. The interesting thing about that, a lot of your peers feel the same way about you. I've said on platforms, your style, how you do it, how you can have people on the edge and you bring them back. I said that. And a lot of peers respect you on that. But the loss of respect is the dumb shit you say to instigate that don't nobody give a other than you bring it up.
I wouldn't have
And
never
respect
spoke
you.
to you if you wouldn't have yelled out. So I used to speak to you just out of respect. But then after you did that thing at the comedy, the Laugh Factory, that's when I was like, oh, that jealousy came out. But it happens to me a lot, so I ain't mad at you. It ain't nothing.
So hold on, wait,
I don't look at you as a threat. No way.
Hold on,
I want
fellas.
to say this, Corey. Corey, let me say this, please.
Go ahead.
The funny thing about you saying the jealousy, when I look, and I heard you say it before, I look at my IBM, I want you to
He look at what?
explain.
The IB what?
Please tell me what does Donnel Rawlings have to be jealous of Corey Hollcomb for? I'm just trying to say that.
I got hair.
No. You got what?
I got hair.
Right.
I'm just saying stupid now, because I ain't mad at you, dude. It seems like it's getting too intense with you. The white on the side of your mouth now and shit.
Ha, 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 ha. You know what?
You and Les should have a battle. That's more of an even battle. If y'all went on stage, you might beat her, but not by that much.
Stop calling her Les on this show. Her name's Jess.
I'll be so glad when people say Les like me.
It's Jess. No,
It's
Jess.
Les.
No, it's Jess.
It's
Stop
Les.
that, man.
All right. That's it?
Man,
Y'all gonna have a battle, man. Stop
man.
it.
Good luck to you, brother.
Thank you, man. Tell that brother you love him, man.
I'll be lying if I said that. I wish him well in life.
There you go.
I really do. I don't have no hate for him.
Thank you, man.
Good luck, dog.
We're gonna get a stripper pole for you, Corey, and just relive your past.
You was running around. You was in Chippendale, huh?
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
He was in Chippendale.
I just
It's
realized.
crazy. We was strippers back
I just
in the day.
realized they're ganging up on me. Ain't none of these got no hair. I got 3 bucks.
Yeah, I do hate. I don't like people with hair. I be jealous. I wear a do-rag and I can't. I don't like that hair.
I take friends and family over here any day. You can take all this.
Yeah, okay, man. Y'all know nothing about my life, dude. I know about your life. I see you walking out there with your little boy you had with the other breed. Yeah, that hurt, didn't it? You don't like yourself, dog. You ugly.
I got, guess what?
You
I
ugly.
ask you this question.
You're an ugly
I
boy.
never heard that.
If you had on a tuxedo, you would look better in a jogging suit. It looked like you supposed to have on the jogging suit. If you had on a tuxedo, the police would be like, "The f*** is you up to?"
Y'all should have a roast off right now. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, I ain't bad at her.
Go on, let him say this.
Can I say this?
Yeah.
Since you
Roasting.
you judge me on my physical appearance, so you judging a man.
So you agree with me? That's all I wanted. Now I won.
Nigga, I ain't never would say I was pretty. What I'm saying is, who do you think is fine and who can get it from you, Corey? Since I'm ugly, who the fine you know? Tell me who fine.
I don't know fine it's like you. You sit at the pool between their legs.
But you know ugly, but you don't know fine.
I do know some other.
No, what about the fine ones? Then you got to compare it to something. Who pretty to you?
I have never called a man fine.
Damn,
I don't know what you're talking
But you
about.
call it ugly. Or who handsome? Who's good looking?
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, who's
You ready to say some?
I know some handsome gentlemen.
What's going on?
What's a handsome gentleman?
Who is it? He trying to find who he is.
But you said, do you know some just fine? I'm like, nigga, what the f*** is you talking about? I don't know a fine. You know fine.
This when you have an honest conversation.
Hey, boy, I'm about to send you some swimming trunks to try to get to the end of this, dog.
That was a bad.
I'm sending you pool wear from now on.
This nigga's crazy.
And I'm sending them.
I'm sending you one of them ducks they be sitting on in the pool.
I'm sending money back to them last 3 shows and people walked out and left your show.
What? They walked out of the show.
Hey man, look, I whatever you say, I'm trash. I'm trash.
California.
I'll be in New York on the 14th of May. Come to the show and open up.
How was California?
I always rip. Even the show you talk about, I rip. I'm Superman. I say that, but run with it. You and the guys, I know you backdooria, boy. Remember I told you, I know. You just don't want to admit it.
You got your audience trained.
You say you ain't never been with a man before?
That's the ignorant question. I'm not even entertaining.
I'm trying to give you a chance to just say it so before these receipts come out.
When you
Y'all crazy.
I'm giving you a chance.
Y'all crazy.
keep manipulating.
All right.
Thank y'all for the peace.
Thank you,
Peace,
brother.
man. Y'all can do it.
Y'all, man. Y'all.
Y'all, this is crazy, man.